What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Friday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We have 11 games on the main slate tonight. As tweeted earlier, I'm doing a Guru Credit promo code in this video after the first couple of my plays. For 15 credits, we have a 3-game early only slate at 6:40 Eastern. Giving that to only my Twitter subscribers for free. You can subscribe, as I tweeted earlier, through the subscribe button on my Twitter profile. I tweet out the early only lineups for you to view. I keep the 6:40 early slate off of my website because it's too close to the main slate, and it gets, a little confusing if I'm posting everything with the main slate on my website. We also have 3 games on the after-hours slate tonight as well. We'll be playing that. Hopefully we can kind of turn the page a little bit on this week and have a nice weekend. This week's been tough. The main slate's been bad. We've gotten some stuff back with after-hours slates. Yesterday I did the free after-hours, or it was called the late slate, and that cashed in. So hopefully you guys took advantage of that. But it's always a new day in the DFS world. Let's look at tonight's slate. There's a great amount of pitchers to pick from tonight. Not a ton of great hitting spots. There's one game at a 10 over under, the Reds game and D-backs, and then a couple of 9.5 games, but nothing overly powerful in terms of offense tonight. Again, give this video a like. Hopefully these plays can help you out on tonight's slate and build a strong lineup. So for pitcher, the clear-cut best option, and he's the most expensive for a good reason, is Framber Valdez at $11,200. He's in Oakland. There's just so much history of the Coliseum being a pitcher's ballpark. Has to do with the dimensions. It also has to do with the Athletics just, notoriously being bad at offense year in and year out. He's a huge favorite tonight. I think they're minus 250, 2.76 ERA. Valdez, one of the best pitchers in the MLB. This guy's a stud, averaging 40 fantasy points tonight. He's projected for like 41 or 42. Definitely the highest projection over any other pitcher tonight, even over Ohtani. I like Valdez. There should be, plenty of cheap bats. You should be able to get to Valdez. I do think tonight's more of a spend up spot at pitcher. There is one cheaper pitcher I will talk about in a second. For $1,000 cheaper, I don't hate it. We usually don't see Ohtani at $10,200. He's usually closer to $11,000. Don't mind him against the Pirates. He's at home. He's a favorite. The reason why his price has dropped is he's been a little bit lackluster the last 2 starts. 9 earned runs over the last 2 starts, but it's Shohei Ohtani. We know what he's capable of. We know his ceiling. The Pirates, not a great offense. His last 2 starts were against the Padres and Astros, who are, 2 pretty heavy-powered offenses. I wouldn't be surprised if Ohtani turns things around tonight and ends up being the highest scoring pitcher over Valdez. He is $1,000 cheaper. I will get some exposure to him one way or the other. And then the last play, the last pitcher I'm looking at in terms of this video, if you want to go cheaper, I think the only real comfortable cheap option tonight at $8,000 is Clark Schmidt of the Yankees. The Yankees are big favorites tonight against the Royals. The Royals, one of the worst teams in the MLB. Up against Alec Marsh on the other end. The Yankees should be able to give him some run support. They're like minus 200 favorites. Schmidt, a young pitcher, had a tough start in his career in this on this season, but he's kind of come into himself a little bit. I think he got pulled for injury against the Cubs 2 starts ago because he gave up no hits. I don't remember exactly what happened, but if you look at his last 4 starts, he's been fine. He had a great game in Coors Field, the hardest park to pitch at across the MLB. 8 strikeouts, really strong performance. The Royals, one of the worst offenses in the MLB. Not a bad spot if you want to save money at pitcher. Again, I think there's a good amount of cheap spots for bats tonight, so you might not have to spend low at pitcher, but if you opt to do it, I don't mind Schmidt at $8,000. First infield play, then we'll get into my Guru credit promo code. Gleyber Torres, 2,900. Should be batting first or second tonight against Alec Marsh. The Bronx, they should be able to hit. You know, it's a friendly hitting stadium. Marsh has not been good, 5.4 ERA. Like I was saying with Schmidt, the Yankees are big favorites tonight. They should be able to put up runs. Torres at only 2,900 is a good value play. He's been hitting the ball really well as of late. If you look at his hitting streak, he hasn't gotten an 0-for since July 5th. So, you know, over 2 weeks of hitting the ball. A lot of double-digit fantasy point games, too, that he strung back-to-back. So, Torres is a nice cheap option tonight for the Yankees at 2,900. Going over to my promo code, go to the shop page on my website. You need to be signed into your FD Guru username for these credits to work. Just go to the shop page where you usually buy all the credits. Go to the coupon bar, and it's going to be all caps as usual. And because we need it, Guru Dubs is the promo code. Type in Guru Dubs in all caps. Hit apply coupon. It should say coupon successfully applied. You'll get 15 free credits deposited into your balance. The page will reload itself after a couple of seconds. Again, just like this video, guys, I usually do giveaways on Friday. Today's Friday. Excited for the weekend, and you know the main slate has been really bad this week, so definitely want to give back to you guys because no one wants to win more than I do, and no one feels worse when they go through a little bit of a slump. But that's DFS. Hopefully these credits can get you something on my site, and hopefully we can cash in here tonight. Going into the second infield play, like I was saying earlier, this Reds and Diamondbacks game has the highest over-under on the slate at 10, might be even 10.5 right now. The Reds lineup is confirmed. Nick Senzel, not an everyday player for them, but drawing a top of the lineup spot here tonight with the righty-lefty matchup against Tommy Henry is a good value play at 2,700. The last two starts, July 4th and July 6th, he hit back-to-back homers. Again, he usually only gets 1 or 2 at-bats when he pinch hits against a lefty. He's kind of like, if I'm going to compare him to anyone, he's like the Austin Slater of the Reds. Austin Slater on the Giants, only really plays against lefties, and he's always a good value play when he does lead off against lefties. Senzel is a very comparable player to him. You can't look at his, season-long stats because, again, he doesn't play every day. But batting second in a Reds lineup that should put up runs against Tommy Henry. He can play outfield and 2 infield positions on FanDuel. So a lot of pros for Nick Senzel tonight, including his price at only 2,700. 2 outfield plays. They're both coming from the Giants. Arguably the 2 best value plays on tonight's slate. The Giants, the best value team in my opinion. They've been, they've been projected, really well over the last few games in that Red series. And they kind of disappointed. They didn't really score many runs, but you got to stick to it. You got to stick to the numbers. It's a 9.5 over under. The Giants are favorited. Jake Irvin on the other end pitching for the Nationals. Not a good pitcher. 5 ERA. These lefties are going to be drawing, anywhere from 1 to 5 in the lineup for the matchup. Jock Peterson could easily lead off. We got to wait on this lineup because Lamonte Wade has been out the last couple of games with an injury. But either way, even if Wade is starting and leading off, Jock Peterson is going to be batting atop of this lineup. 3,000. Really good value play, and then you could say the same exact things for Mike Yastrzemski, batting anywhere from 1st to 5th with this lefty-righty matchup. Again, the Giants have disappointed over the Red series, but they have another good matchup tonight. They're going to be popular. They're cheap. You can really save some money picking these Giants tonight, and then spend up at pitcher and spend up on better bats for the rest of your lineup. That'll do it for this video, guys. Give it a like. Make sure you're subscribed for all future videos. Put in that Guru code. Let's have a big day. We have 3 slates to look forward to. Like I said, the early only for Twitter subscribers, the main slate as usual, and then the after hours, most likely on my website later tonight. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off. See ya.